President Haas, the faculty and the candidates for degrees are assembled and these commencement proceedings are ready to begin. Would everybody who's able please rise for the singing of the national anthem?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us take a moment for prayer. Grand, glorious, gracious God, we stand before you at this very tempestuous time of year, reminded that in nature, as in life, the world as we know it is in flux. There are days of sun, warmth, and calm. There are days of cloud and cold and bluster. And all those many combinations of all those permutations that we face with both awe and curiosity of discovering why it is so. These are days when various religions celebrate high holy days and feasts, when secular institutions also celebrate changes, budgets, and new personnel. And as we know full well today, these are days when educational institutions celebrate graduations. Graduation. A threshold moment that holds memories in tension with dreams, even as it displays accomplishment in the present reality. And those memories of faculty, friends, and even family are stirred by the events that marked these years of learning that have passed all so quickly. And the dreams of new learning opportunities, new employment opportunities, new relationship opportunities are bright for the taking, and yet may lie just out of reach and ask us to take a next step. We thank you for the memories of dreams that have now been fulfilled, and for the dreams that memorizing, learning, disciplining, and practicing now ask us to advance, to break open, and commit ourselves to anew. Thank you for the experience that has been Grand Valley, and bless all who lead it, all of those who have graduated before us, and those who will graduate after us. In your eyes, Lord, all the diversity of the lives gathered here, the work accomplished and yet to be accomplished, is seen as a grand tapestry of rich color, wherein each thread is itself a holy pathway, connected, passing, intertwining, to lead us forward to become what we are called to be if we hold fast to the lessons learned and continue to explore what they mean. Bless our graduates, Lord. Bless this day of celebration. Bless this first step into tomorrow. You who are the God of all and the God who walks with us. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please be seated. Well, good morning, or we might want to say a grand morning to everyone. Good morning. It really is a grand day here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is fantastic to see you all here. Thank you for joining us. I want to first start off by acknowledging the outstanding accomplishments of our music department. The dedicated faculty has prepared our students well, and today we are fortunate to have the University Brass Ensemble, led by Professor Mark Williams, and soloist Robert McFletcher, who will share his musical talents during this commencement ceremony. Please help me in sharing our appreciation. I'm so pleased we are all together today, putting the final touches on Grand Valley State's 50th anniversary year and celebrating our accomplished students who are making their own incredible milestones. I want to especially thank the parents and family members for supporting their efforts to improve their own lives and the lives and the communities that they will touch when they leave Grand Valley State University. I want to recognize our board chair, Kate Pugh Walters, and the member of the Board of Trustees who join me on the stage. Each member needs to be thanked for his or her dedication to Grand Valley and our efforts to promote lifelong learning, leadership, and service to others. They are wonderful examples of all that. Thank you for being here. I also want to recognize our distinguished faculty joining us here today. They've dedicated their lives to teaching and continued learning, and their contributions live on in many ways, including in almost 80,000 alums who are making differences around Michigan and around our world. Would you please stand to be recognized, our faculty colleagues, please. Thank you. Parents and family members, you no doubt have seen tremendous changes in your students since they first enrolled at Grand Valley. That's our mission, to educate them so that they can change our world for the better and then go to lead and serve others. There are many voices today that speak only about our challenges, our problems, especially in our good state of Michigan. But I'm here to tell you today and remind you, our students, how well prepared you are to meet those challenges and overcome those obstacles and find those solutions. When you first read about or heard about Grand Valley and learned about our commitment to liberal education and the idea of being taught skills that will make you a lifelong learner and a leader, you might not have been really clear on exactly what that would mean in your own lives. Now, years later, with many general education courses packed in your transcript, I bet you are crystal clear today. You can critically think, you can use technology, you can work in teams, you can understand the strengths of our diversity, you know yourself, and you know the world. You are ready to take your place in the professional world or in graduate programs. You're ready for whatever you decide that next step will be. You're ready to take on your civic responsibilities as educated leaders. As the author, Foster McClellan, writes, trust yourself. Create the kind of self that you will be happy to live with for the rest of your life. Make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny inner spark of possibility into the flames of achievement. And you've seen your sparks, and we are optimistic about your future. We gather today to celebrate the work you've already done, your achievements, and the opportunities that surely lie ahead. And we also celebrate the work of Grand Valley's founders and supporters, and they've done much to create this magnificent institution of higher learning. We celebrate 50 years of public-private partnerships that have created Grand Valley and continue to nurture its mission. The vision of Grand Valley's leaders has opened up opportunities for all of us and paved the way to continuing to welcome new visions and new dreams and new graduates. As you become part of Grand Valley's alumni, we thank you. We thank you for letting us take part in your journey. And to quote the medical researcher Jonas Salk, the greatest reward for doing is the opportunity to do more. So go out, do more, make us proud, but remember to come back to your Grand Valley often, where you will always be welcome. Your hard work and vision for your own lives have paid off with a degree from Grand Valley State University. Congratulations to all. Thank you. At this time, we will watch a short video presentation about Grand Valley and the important individuals who make it a very special place.
Grand Valley State University is celebrating 50 years of shaping lives. More specifically, shaping your lives, the new graduates.
There's so many things here, the opportunities, the people, and just everything that you can shape it the way you want it to be.
And it was kind of actually after I came here that I realized what a good decision I had made.
The decision to spend part of your learning journey at Grand Valley has worked out for many. We're also celebrating Grand Valley's distinguished alumni and outstanding faculty.
It was my awakening, so to speak, when I actually felt like I could succeed.
Lieutenant Colonel Nancy Steele may have awakened at Grand Valley, but now the whole world listens. She specializes in women's health and established the first international center for nursing research in Europe. She received 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree in nursing education from Grand Valley and is the Alumni Association's choice for distinguished alumna. She earned a doctorate in nursing from the University of Michigan and is currently stationed in Germany.
Being at Landstuhl, where all the warriors are evacuated from theater, which is the combat zone, it's just amazing to think that what I'm doing now is helping them in the future.
Steele's own future was shaped by nursing faculty. She's received numerous civilian and military honors, including the Humanitarian Service Award for her work in Nicaragua and a nomination for the Bronze Star. She credits Kirkhoff College of Nursing faculty for keeping her focused.
I owe my life now, my career, and my foundation that I built on.
Rich people have invested.
Professor of Business Law, Dr. Jim Sanford, has spent his career helping students build their own foundations.
I've always loved it from the very beginning. It's something that excites me.
He's a lawyer who decided the classroom held his passion. He has undergraduate and law degrees from Indiana University. He arrived at Grand Valley in 1980.
I like Grand Valley students a lot because they're hardworking, they're eager to improve their future.
And they like Sanford. He's received numerous awards for teaching, and now he's the Alumni Association's choice for Outstanding Educator.
You know, at Grand Valley, you're expected to work hard, and I think most people are very professional, work hard, and yet we expect people to be collegial. And I think the thing I like about the Grand Valley experience is students who come here, if they really want personal attention, they can get it.
I'm going to miss the faculty that I've developed really close relationships with.
Erica Van Dyke is a double major and recently received the Outstanding Student Award from faculty in the Women and Gender Studies program.
I think the combination of psychology and women and gender studies has really just made a huge impact on me as a person.
Van Dyke was shaped by the camaraderie of her fellow students and her study abroad experience in India.
To be working alongside people who are working on issues, like poverty and education in India, that's amazing that I had the chance to do that.
Grand Valley is about chances and changes. Ashley Wiseman started out as a psychology major. She attended a conference with Amnesty International. That conference made her change her major and her life.
It was just a really moving experience for me, and I realized that international justice and human rights aren't just a hobby that I do. It's a lifelong passion for me. I've just met so many amazing people who are working on so many great things, and it's been a real pleasure to get to know them and to be a part of their lives and to have them as a part of mine.
There's such a community vibe here, and there's such an emphasis on not just going to school, but getting involved, and that's what I really love about it.
Murata Chow has been an RA, worked in student life, and wants to go into school counseling. He was introduced to Grand Valley in middle school and has been connected ever since.
Every person that I've met, I can almost say has shaped my life in one way, shape, or form, whether I see it or not. It's not just about the education, it's about the experience you gain from it.
Grand Valley's graduates have gained experiences, a diploma, and a ticket to their next adventure.
It went by so fast, but at the same time, I'm so ready for wherever life takes me.
I'm really excited to get my diploma.
Congratulations, you made it.
That's our Grand Valley State University. Wow. At this time, I invite Robert Thompson to come forward, and Board Chair K.P. Walters and Provost Davis, please join us for the presentation. Robert M. Thompson, Doctor of Public Service. Robert Thompson's name is synonymous with two essential enterprises: transportation and education. Succeeding at the former has permitted him to improve the latter. Mr. Thompson entered the road construction business 52 years ago, and through skill and sound management became Michigan's largest asphalt road builder. Recognized by his associates and competitors as a leader in his field. He became the chairman of the National Asphalt Paving Association. He was also chosen to lead other related state and national road building organizations. Mr. Thompson sold his business 12 years ago and used the profits gained from his success to turn his attention to teaching, the vocation he had expected to pursue when he graduated from college. He has constructed a dozen school buildings, which he leases for $1 a year to public school academies that promise to graduate 90% of their students and send 90% of those on to college. It is his belief that education is the roadway to the future. Mr. Thompson and his wife Ellen have also funded thousands of K-12 and community and college scholarships, aiming their gifts primarily at needy students in the greater Detroit area, some of whom now attend Grand Valley State University. Their collective impact on Michigan and its largest city is profound. Now, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service honoris causa with all of its rights and privileges. Congratulations, sir.
This indeed is a true honor from Grand Valley, and I'll cherish it forever. Thank you very much from the board and Dr. Haas. Thanks again.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. In an arena full of very smart people, today's speaker, Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, may be just the smartest scientist present. A theoretical physicist, Dr. Jackson has had distinguished careers in government, industry, and in higher education. She headed the nation's Nuclear Regulatory Commission. She has spent much of her professional career encouraging students to consider careers in science and math. She's a teacher, a scholar, a role model, and a mentor. She's currently the president of one of the nation's most important scientific institutions, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York. It was my pleasure to get to know Dr. Jackson during my time in New York. She's a friend and a professional colleague. She and I served on the Business Education Roundtable for the Albany Capital Region, and together we co-chaired the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Committee. I learned much during that time from Dr. Jackson. It is because of that experience that I asked our Board of Trustees to invite her to be your commencement speaker today. Graduates, parents, and friends, you are in for a special treat. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson.
Since I'm the shortest person in America, I'm lowering the microphones. But good morning, and thank you, President Haas. Greetings to the Board of Trustees, graduates, faculty, staff, honored guests, family, and friends. It is a special pleasure for me to be at Grand Valley today because President Haas is simply an outstanding fellow academic, leader, a friend, and a colleague with, in fact, a connection to the university I lead. He earned a master's degree at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and we were thrilled and honored when he returned to our Hartford campus in 2006 as our commencement speaker. That, by the way, happened to be the same year in which our Hartford campus celebrated its 50th anniversary. How fitting, then, that it is that I am here with you today at your commencement as Grand Valley celebrates its first 50 years. Now, it may be hard to imagine that there was a time when Grand Valley was not here, but there was. Getting this university established was not easy. Indeed, one story that it is appropriate to recall this morning is the way in which the father of Grand Valley, the late L. William Seidman, would drum up support for his then unusual idea, back in the late 1950s, of establishing an independent, state-supported four-year institution of higher education in West Michigan. As he has explained, we started having meetings with all kinds of organizations, anybody that would listen. He said, I would take out what we used to call a recording machine, and I would play High Hopes. Now, I don't know how many of you graduates, or even parents of graduates, actually remember that song. It was a big hit for Frank Sinatra. The lyrics were pretty catchy, but I will not, repeat, not, sing it for you. But it starts out with a rather whimsical question, and it says, just what makes that little old ant think he'll move that rubber tree plant? After all, as the song points out, anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant. It seems that the ant is in possession of what are extraordinarily, one might even say astonishingly, high hopes. Likewise, Mr. Seidman had very high hopes for establishing a university here. And despite many hurdles, including a recession, unemployment, and a state budget deficit, sound familiar? He was undeterred in bringing his dream, your soon-to-be alma mater, to fruition. He moved the rubber tree plant, although he was not an ant by any means. Mr. Seidman was motivated in part by the grand challenges of his time, which also offered great opportunities. This included the dawn of the space race in 1957, when the Soviet Union launched the first unmanned satellite, Sputnik 1. This undermined the U.S. belief that we were better than all other countries in mathematics and science. Suddenly, America risked falling behind technologically and scientifically. Sputnik jolted us into the space race, which in actuality was a defense-based science and security race. This set the stage for Congress to pass the National Defense Education Act of 1958, which provided funding for schools at all levels, for scholars in multiple fields important to national security, including engineering, and for financial assistance to college students. The results speak for themselves. Man on the moon, the explosion of scientific discovery and innovation, resulting in everything from semiconductors to the Global Positioning Satellite, or GPS system, to the internet, to the mapping of the human genome, and all that has flowed from these leaps. Now, fast forward to today. What then are the grand challenges of your time? Certainly, one overarching issue today is the need for affordable, accessible, and sustainable energy. Over the past 4 decades, worldwide energy consumption has nearly doubled and continues to grow as emerging economies grow, making energy security a key challenge, which will require national and global solutions and innovation of the highest order. Coupled with this is the fact that ours is a flattening and ever more interconnected world. Global economies are interlinked, which in fact enabled underlying economic and financial market weaknesses to take us to the brink of a global recession, and certainly into a national one. Contemporary threats and challenges, including terrorism, energy shortages, poverty, and disease, have no borders. Disasters and their causes, such as the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, the earthquake and tsunami in Japan, turbulent weather, and political instability in the Middle East reverberate worldwide. These intersecting vulnerabilities have created a Sputnik moment for these times and have presented us with daunting challenges. Which brings me to my question this morning. What is the role of hope in these challenging times? Does hope help us to solve problems, or is it a crutch? Does being hopeful motivate us to try harder, or does it lead us down a primrose path with blind faith that things will improve? Were Mr. Seidman's high hopes for a university a sound motivator, or was it wishful thinking when naysayers said to give up? You obviously know where I'm going here, but graduates, I ask you, what role will hope play in your lives? Interestingly, perhaps one place to search for answers is in Greek mythology, with the legend of Pandora's box. As you may know, the legend tells the story of Pandora, the first mortal woman, created from earth and clay by the gods. Zeus sent her to earth with a pithos, a storage jar, so the box was really a jar, and warned her not to open it. But you know what happens when people are warned not to do certain things. So curiosity got the better of her, and she lifted the lid. Outswarmed, so the legend goes, all the evils and miseries of the world, plagues, diseases, and myriad other horrors. She quickly slammed the lid shut, just in time to ensure that the one last thing left in the jar did not escape. And that thing was called elpis, the Greek word for hope. Now, it is worth noting that there has been much scholarly debate about the meaning of this myth. Some take the view that hope is trapped inside that jar, withheld from us when we need it most. Others argue that hope remains inside as a blessing to mankind, like a candle lighting the darkness. Yet another interpretation is that, in fact, many good things flew out of that jar, and hope was the only good thing to stay. Whether hope remains hidden from us, buried in our challenges, or is readily available, whether we imbue it with good, bad, or neutral connotations, we still need and yearn for hope. We do not ever want to lose hope, nor do we necessarily want hope to be perceived as something static. That is because hope is a tool. Hope is as hope does. Its effectiveness depends upon how it motivates us. In its best sense, hope helps us to attempt the seemingly impossible. It helped establish an institution of higher learning where there was none. And it helped a nation embark on a race that ultimately put man on the moon. Hope in the form of patriotism and belief in others motivated and enabled Ralph Hauenstein to make his way over glaciers in Iceland during World War II to retrieve the Enigma codebook from a downed German plane and bring it back to the Allies. Hope enabled Robert Thompson to use his success to make an educational difference in the lives of thousands of children from the poorest neighborhoods of Detroit and send them on for post-secondary education. In fact, on a more personal note, hope in the form of determination and with great mechanical skills enabled my own father, serving in a then segregated army unit in World War II during the Allied invasion of Normandy, to fashion on the spot ruddering mechanisms for amphibious landing vehicles whose rudders had failed, and in the process saved many lives. Hope will help the people of Missouri and of Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and other places rebuild their homes and their lives after the terrible destruction and loss of life wreaked by recent tornadoes. Importantly, as you journey through life, hope can enable you to face your greatest fears, to pick yourselves up at your lowest moments, and to take calculated risks instead of settling for the status quo. Journalist and peace advocate Norman Cousins has said, and I quote, "The capacity for hope is the most significant fact of life. It provides human beings with a sense of destination and the energy to get started." That is what he said. I agree. In fact, perhaps it is wise to think of hope not merely as a feeling that things will work out, but as a desire for success, fueled by three ingredients: optimism, commitment, and high aspirations. Optimism sometimes is dismissed as being naive, but most successes are built on it. As long as optimism does not blind you to challenges, it can fuel your activities and sustain you through difficulties. Optimism can attract others to help when the inevitable obstacles appear. Optimism means not taking setbacks too much to heart, too personally. It means surrounding yourselves with positive people. Commitment also is an essential ingredient for success. Commitment with a purpose draws the best from us. As I am sure you have learned here, and I hope through your lives, following through in the face of adversity teaches you much about yourselves. It makes you stronger and expands your vision. Finally, we all need high aspirations. Many people show optimism and commitment without the victories that should flow from them. Your aspirations should be worth your time and effort. Now, my father always said, aim for the stars so that you can reach the treetops, and at least you will get off the ground. In other words, if you do not aim high, you will not go far. I've always tried to follow my father's advice, and I can offer no better advice to you. High aspirations can lead to large victories, which sometimes are the aggregation of many smaller ones. Ultimately, your hopes should pave the way for others. As the Chinese writer Lin Yutang put it, hope is like a road in the country. There was never a road, but when many people walk on it, the road comes into existence. So blazing new trails often rests on the shoulders of many. And this supportive community sense, this sense of belonging, is obviously what you have found here at Grand Valley. I hope then that you will carry it with you as Grand Valley alumni and alumni. So graduates, I leave you to ponder. What great opportunities will you find as you make your way in the world? Whatever your field or passion, whether you are pursuing a career in business, community service, engineering, computer science, healthcare, or nursing, rest assured that you will find opportunities and solutions as long as you have optimism, commitment, and aspiration, or as Mr. Seidman would say, high hopes. Graduates, congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you for that inspiration, and thank you for reminding us of our past with hope and our current and our future state that will be filled with that same hope. Thank you so much for those words. Shirley Ann Jackson, Doctor of Science. Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson is regarded as possessing one of the nation's best scientific minds. She has held senior leadership positions in government, industry, research, and higher education. Dr. Jackson, currently president of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, served the nation as the chair of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. She is presently a member of President Obama's Council on Advisors on Science and Technology, a regent of the Smithsonian Institute, and a board member for the Council on Foreign Relations. Called a national treasure by the National Science Board, Dr. Jackson has been lauded for her lifetime of achievement in research, education, and government service. She is deeply, deeply committed to the advancement of science, engineering, and academic research and scholarship. Dr. Jackson understands the roles that universities play in developing talent and as engines of economic development, entrepreneurism, and innovation for their regions, their states, the nation, and the world. Now, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite Jeff Weatherall, the president of Grand Valley State University's Alumni Association, to the podium. Jeff?
Thank you, President Haas, and thank you, students, for allowing me the honor of being part of this very important day. On behalf of all the graduates who have come before you, please accept my congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association. Members of the Alumni Board are here to greet you as you exit the stage and officially enter into the Alumni Association. They will provide you with an exclusive lapel pin. We hope you will wear it with pride, and may it serve you as a constant reminder to keep your alma mater close at heart. Not long ago, Nancy Steele walked across this commencement stage, armed with the skills and knowledge to forge her path. Today it is my honor to invite Nancy back as a Grand Valley State University alumnus. Nancy, will you please join us at the stage? Dr. Nancy Steele, you received a Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology in 1985, a Master of Science in Nursing and Education in 1994. You served as assistant professor and then later a visiting professor at Grand Valley State University, Kirkhoff School of Nursing. After becoming a certified nurse practitioner, you later earned a PhD from the University of Michigan. You have been honored with several civilian and military awards, including United States Military Combat Action Badge in Iraq and the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal. You are currently Chief of the Center of Nurse Science and Clinical Inquiry in the European Regional Medical Command in Lutzdal, Germany. You are credited with establishing the first international military medical research center outside of the United States. Much of your research focuses on improving the treatment of the wounded warriors retaining nurses, and evaluating post-traumatic stress disorder. You are a published researcher, a Bronze Star nominee, and a Humanitarian Service Award recipient. Your stature in medical research is widely recognized, and you are sought after globally for publication and invited lectures. Your expertise is highly valued by many boards and committees which you serve on. In naming you Distinguished Alumna Honoris Causa, Grand Valley State University and the Alumni Association recognizes your outstanding contribution around the world to the military, to your profession, and we would like to congratulate you, Dr. Steele.
At this time, I would like to invite Kevin Schaefer, the first Vice President of Grand Valley State University's Alumni Association, to the podium. Kevin?
Thank you, President Haas, and good morning. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. James Sanford, professor in the Seidman College of Business, to come forward. A member of the Grand Valley State University faculty for 31 years, you are currently a professor of management in the Seidman College of Business. You hold a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting and a Juris Doctorate degree from Indiana University. You began your professional career in education in 1980 as the director of the Master of Science in Taxation program at the Seidman School of Business. During your esteemed tenure, you have helped guide the incredible growth and change within the Seidman College of Business at GVSU, helping the college to acquire internationally recognized accreditation. Your former students commend you for consistently showing a genuine desire to help them grow and for bringing real-world examples into the classroom. They appreciate your sense of humor and your ability to take a personal interest in students' career goals. It is through these traits that you have earned the unconditional respect of your peers and your students alike. In naming you a Grand Valley State University Outstanding Educator, honoris causa, the university and the Alumni Association recognize the significant impact you have made on literally thousands of students, your department, and Grand Valley State University. Congratulations.
At this time, I invite Robert McFletcher, a baritone, to perform a musical interlude. Robert is majoring in public administration and will be graduating today. Congratulations, Robert, and he'll be accompanied by Casey Baker.
Dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for heavenly cause. And I know if I only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stars.
Amazing presentation. It was wonderful. Thank you. And he's not even a music major. Wow. I would like to ask the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree program to please rise. Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the Doctor of Physical Therapy curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees.
Thank you, Provost Davis. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I also place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Health Professions, Doctorate of Physical Therapy program, to be hooded and receive their diplomas. At this time, I invite Dr. Jeff Pottinger, Dean of Graduate Studies, to join me in congratulating each graduate.
Marie Biscup Kimberly. Christy Patricia Howard. Elizabeth Jean Ramley. Lindsay K. Nowak. Nicole Christine Mailer. Erica Marie Recco. Michelle Marie Gardner. Nathan R. Holocaust. Jason Jeffrey Hepworth. Benjamin Paul Wickman. Maria Marta Ganick. Kelly Sue Anderson. Bradley Keith Demuse. Michael Peter Bates. Adam Daniel Knob. Nathan Edward Dykema. Callie Bryce Carpenter. Anne Marie Matthews. Nicole Lynn Gillikin. Sarah Corinne Holland. Catherine Marie Botting. Elizabeth Ann Tannis. Brittany Ann Newell. Christina Marie Moore. Nicholas David Platko. Bruce Allen Wall, Jr. Emily Michelle Woolsey. Jacqueline McKenna Ridley. Bianca Lynn Festian. Sarah Lynn Wishmeyer. Christopher Michael Postumus. Lindsay Jo Marakovitz. Donna Lita Robinson. Megan Laura Cooper. Elena Nicole Brown. Sarah Jane Hoffman. Courtney Corin Gibson. Tracy Lynn Riesma. Please join me in congratulating the Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates from the College of Health Professions.
Will the you may be seated. Thanks. Will the candidates for the master's degree programs please rise? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a graduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate graduate degree.
Thank you, Provost Davis. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your master's degree, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Candidates, you may be seated.
Will the Marshal please present the candidates for the Seidman College of Business to receive their diplomas?
Shane Michael Icola.
Ashley Kara Gist.
Kion Penill.
Mark A. O'Donohue.
David Michael Kalish.
Matthew Lee Gary.
Elizabeth Marie Kemp.
Brian T. Avery.
Long Von Pham.
James Hooser Edwards III.
Joshua Allen Knapp.
Tamara Marie Nevins.
Megan C. Good.
Colleen Philippi.
Pauline Tan.
Delphine Michelle.
Yasha Ann Nath.
Rennie Lyndon Kenrick Ramlal.
Lindsay C. Sider.
Rebecca Lynn Althesteffer.
Caitlin Elizabeth Esch.
Jeffrey Allen Johnson.
Stephen John Shattuck.
Michael Patrick Huber.
Sharon Teresa Gruner.
Katie Allison Harris.
Leanna Elizabeth Fiesel.
Kristen Mary Kroon.
Marile Aileen Eben.
Julian Carl Nicholas Fitchek.
Ryan T. Curtis.
Morgan Emily Webb.
Brian Christopher Smith.
Brett Andrew Watson.
Ryan Douglas Vandermeer.
Jason Todd Bird.
Daniel Ryan Triesenberg.
Brett John Fineweaver.
Jason M. Roberts.
Melissa Joy Vector.
Nicholas Adam Standish.
Patrick D. Nichols.
Michael Robert Wasolski.
Walid Mohammed Jamal.
Rabia Mohammed Jamal.
Peter Vu Tran. Please join me in congratulating the graduate from the Seidman College of Business.
Will the Marshal please present the candidates from the College of Community and Public Service to receive their diplomas?
James G. Cutts.
Patient Katabana Baraka.
Genevieve M. Sabala.
Laura Lee Mosley.
Austin Renee Gonzalez.
Stephanie Ann Wilcox.
Ashley M. Dixon.
Holly Marie Osbeck.
Roxana Alejandra Osborne.
Allison Kathleen Beeler.
Sarah Ann Gwillem.
Claire Louise Titcombe.
Sherry Ann Connor.
Lauren Patricia Marshall.
Samantha Michelle Langstaff.
Megan Sue Hennessy.
Elizabeth Ann Wessels.
Anne Marie Jahawak.
Thomas Patrick Savard II.
Heather Grubo Holt.
Benjamin Jeffrey Pierbolt.
Kelly Marie Garcia.
Catherine Jean Demke.
Catlin Amanda Seafrost.
Nicholas James Mitchell.
Kelsey May Leonard.
Catherine Ann Krebs.
Christy Lynn Lobdodinsky.
Tiffany Elizabeth Beaudry.
Dione DeArmron.
Wendy Zoe Jank.
Carrie Ann Larman.
Stephanie Sue Sikma.
Sarah A. Heiser.
Nora Z. Mackey.
Monica Lynn Adams.
Megan Marie Powers.
Melissa Ann Plotkin.
Melanie Irene Sigfurline.
Brian Jacob Abring.
Francisco Fernando Pena.
Jennifer Lee James Witherin.
Cheyenne K. Cole.
Chantil Renee Wilson.
Kaylee Marie Lampy.
Laura J. Ward.
Jennifer Ann Prominsky.
Lindsay Ann Lazansky.
Kelly Sue Accord.
Michelle Marie Nelson.
Kristen Michelle Seranoski.
Carrie Sue DeBryan.
Rebecca Ann Benjamin.
Vicki M. McKaylee.
Rachel Lynn DeWitt.
Wilzabel Furman.
Julie Allison Nawson.
Nisha Yvonne Williams.
Danielle Kristen Purdue.
Virginia Aiken Hollemans.
Stephanie Ann Heisinger.
Nika L. Conyers.
Richard Allen Baldwin Jr.
Natalie Dawn Guerra Lehman.
Phyllis Elaine Watts.
Shijuan Lamaris Kelly.
Megan Andrea Beeks.
Devon Arliss Ackland.
Andrew David Descola.
Kevin Joseph Green.
Jennifer Marie Brown Wallen.
Amy Beth Majeski.
Carolyn Canlis Faber.
Laurel Hillary Bundy.
Justin Ernst Ott.
Jeffrey Allen Martin.
Ryan Davies.
Kristen Lynn Hutchins.
Edita Geshelka.
Anna Maria Pirk.
Marlene Ann Corrado.
Stephen John Love II.
Andrea Jane Poma.
Rebecca Jean Brinkley.
Kelly Jean Berenson.
Linda Sue Whitty.
Shannon Marie Cohen.
Bader Abdullah Al-Harbi.
Marcy Ann Harris.
Raven Lindsay McClinnan.
Caitlin Nicole Zinniker.
Tara Jo Qualls.
Sean M. Shira.
Kirsten Galen Linscott.
Raquel Andrea De Leon.
Tanya Michelle Hexel.
Genesee Stacy Ann Stewart.
Kudawakshi Boyla Caroline Mupepi.
Tara Bia Bivens.
Jennifer Lynn Legatz.
Melanie K. Prenz.
Shane David Shamper.
Emily Ann Martin.
Andrew William Crosby.
Andrew Joseph Garlick.
Aaron Thomas Viss.
Todd Benjamin Workman.
Yulia Vizkotkaya.
Hillary Ann Schultz. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Community and Public Service.
Will the marshals please present the candidates from the Seymour and Esther Padnos College of Engineering and Computing to receive their diplomas.
Benjamin James Brinks.
Courtney Lynn Brinks.
Andrew Taylor Thompson.
Yongzu Brecken.
Leo Allen Schönborn.
Oscar B. Hilliker.
Jonathan Dale Price.
Muhammad Salman Qureshi.
Paul Albert Nichols,
Jayashanti Gagapanpali,
Karthik Ragir,
Ashwin Vishnuvardhana,
Alejandro Montoya Velez. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Seymour and Esther Padnos College of Engineering and Computing.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Health Professions to receive their diplomas?
Rachel Lee Van Streen,
Melissa Ann Meyer,
Marie Patricia Nazinski,
Ashley Jean Stortzbaum,
Michelle Marie Velmont,
Jess Scott Kogelman. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Health Professions.
Will the Marshal now present the candidate from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to receive her diploma?
Phyllis Diane Boone. Please join me in congratulating the graduate from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
Our congratulations to these newest alumni of our graduate programs. Congratulations, everyone. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of an undergraduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Thank you, Provost Davis. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. And as evidence of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Candidates, you may now be seated.
Will the Marshal please present the candidates from the Seidman College of Business to receive their diplomas?
Christopher Aaron Orlovsky,
Justin Blake Dunmore,
John Francis Maxwell,
Andrew Matthew Gilgallen,
Kyle Robert Smith,
Jessica Ann Heising,
Amanda Sue Bunton,
Stephanie Kohler,
Matthew Stephen Sundberg,
Amy Sue Irva,
Jennifer Catherine Johnson,
Bryson Flem Lambero,
Robert Douglas McCrae III,
Jeremy William Thomas Dewar,
Rachel Han Yo,
Mark V. Jones,
Shoba Ishat,
Erica Lynn Coates,
Fatan Doan,
Jordan Kelly Hall,
Carlton Gruel Braybrooks,
Nathan Ann Kolakowski,
Alexander Scott Kubiak,
Miles John Ferry,
Bradley C. Berger,
Zachary Allen Olson,
Danielle Marie Willemstein,
Anna Jean Veldman,
Jody Nicole Bronson,
Joshua Lee Bronson,
Nicole Catherine Gloria Khan.
Joshua Robert Greenwald.
Carrie Marie Ronda.
Justin Brent Campbell.
Bethany Ann Kensrud.
Morgan Lynn Hickman.
Kristen Melissa Schur.
Jeffrey Donovan Campbell.
Daniel Scott Pasteur.
Jacob J. Kamerad.
Kirsten Margaret Wilde.
Rebecca Kathleen Carlson.
Robert E. Welpley Jr.
Patrick James Hance II.
Jessica Ann Logan.
Amanda K. Stusher.
Ashley Marie Zandbergen.
Kristen Beth Cooper.
Gabriella Andrea Puskas.
Curtis Joseph Davey.
Corey Alexander Lake.
Stephanie Elizabeth Temby.
Cassandra Darlene Gorby.
Elizabeth Mary Vanderlendy.
Stephen James Vanderlindy.
Jacob Daniel Green.
Mattis Johan Lazdinis.
Frank James Montel IV.
Aiden Kamaga.
Corey Allen Cooks.
Mitchell Paul Martin.
Carly June Schultz.
Scott Ernest Rant.
Brandon Scott Vanderwest.
Raul Padron.
Lauren Elizabeth Tolliver.
Ryan Lee Phillips.
Alexander John McCauley.
Kendra Renee Pfaff.
Samantha Jean Weatherhead.
Bonnie Rose Beckwith.
Alexandra Elise Luzum.
Mary Josephine Jurlock.
Eric Daniel Lowe.
Stephen Anthony Merritt.
Austin Brown.
Brett Raymond DeVriend.
Eric P. Neckerline.
Jamar Moffett.
Benjamin J. Kuiper.
Jordan T. Cole.
David James Cole.
Ashley Marie Edmonds.
Clarice Danielle Treeweiler.
Tara Jean Muckenthaler.
Sarah Elaine Barber.
Nicholas Paul Matiga.
Neil Scott Vestrand.
Erin Mary Lynch.
Alexandria Rose Nagel.
Jeffrey Thomas Pauza.
Caitlin Marie Kolpacki.
Jacob Scott Weimer.
Lauren Ashley Schwecki.
Sybil Marie Duvail.
Kaylee Ann Gonzalez.
Andrea Michelle Justian.
Grant Raymond Lyon.
Austin Scott Dean.
Jason Paul Birkenpass.
Philip David Ellier.
Nathan S. Wickland.
Danielle Renee Harris.
Janae Molette Darden.
Rena Puin Dabandon.
Danielle Marie Anderla.
Michelle Aaron Carpenter.
Rebecca Ann Thorson.
Amanda Jean Foster.
Jason Carl Tom.
Daniel Michael White.
Joshua Kyle Sharp.
David Michael Tower.
Robert W. Wilbur.
Corey Daniel Thelen.
Katie Lynn Mulder.
Amandeep Kavar Somal.
Sandra Letitia Crastry-Joan.
Danielle Faye Niewhite.
Adam Christian Garvey.
Cole Douglas Rogotsky.
Ricky Allen Campbell II.
Lillian Elizabeth Ashman.
And Alicia Martha Morgan.
Frank Wayne Leonard.
Joshua Stephen Andre.
Joshua Leffingwell.
Raul Montemora Velez.
Maria G. Villagomez.
Milet Rangel.
Jared Scott Behrens.
Jeffrey W. Alnanek.
Derek Ryan Williams.
Alyssa Marie Kenzor.
Stephen James McKernan.
Michael Bradley Blanchett.
Kelly Marie Woods.
Kimberly Marie Sander.
Thomas Allen Verwise.
Nicholas Timothy Hansen.
Michael Bradley David Harbaugh.
Jeffrey J. Bosma.
Bradley John Lanigan.
Michael Robert Millam.
Jordan Michael Hasbein.
Chelsea Elizabeth Johnston.
Jacqueline Michelle Shipman.
Kevin Dean Kuhlman.
John T. Morrissey.
Philip Klaus.
Jacob Martin Volink.
Brian David Duran.
Brandon Marshall Rollison.
Justin Thomas Bluen.
Craig Marshall Humphrey.
Karen Marie Hansen.
Alexandra B. Vandermoor.
Ashley Elizabeth Dykema.
Gabriel Anthony Valenzuela.
Amanda Christine Bradley.
Catherine Marie McCarthy.
Robert Allen Shulacki.
Emily Lynn Roser.
James Russell Dornbos.
Alyssa Vandenberg.
Delynn Marie Montroy.
Corey Michael Murphy,
Caitlin Ann Morin,
Skylar Whitney Smith,
Rose O'Brien McCarger,
Ashley Ray Underdale,
Chelsea Ann Duda,
Kimberly Ann Quayle,
Krista Jean Thompson,
Jason B. Gifford,
Ronald Dwight Hancock II,
Daniel L. Foster,
Stephen Douglas Nelson,
Eric Timothy Smith,
Kevin Michael Miller,
Kevin Thomas Burgee,
Abigail Joy Hillesheim,
Unji Pio,
Adam David Knowles,
Graham Jordan Spragup,
Joshua Allen Duval,
Sarah Elizabeth Wackerly,
Jessica Lynn Shinsky,
Lauren Elizabeth Hanrahan,
Rebecca Jordan Rappin,
Kyle Robert Gring,
Anne Elise Castellan,
Bradley Allen Van Houte,
Alexander Marcel Bujamuski,
Jean-Claude Schultz Morissette,
Corey Merrill Reno,
David Joshua Weiser,
Richard Louis Lamos II,
Kyle John Bobeldick,
Matthew Lee Van Dam,
Brittany Starr Pastrick,
Matthew Lee Parker,
Jonathan Nicholas White,
Amanda Mary Catlin,
Ashley Joy Van Houten,
Shinosuke Ubukata,
Drew Ian Cheever,
Stephanie Nicole Hoovey,
Justin E. Hahn,
Linda Sue Truong,
Regina Paz M. Mualia,
Shamiko Kristen Jackson,
Nathaniel L. Schubkegel,
Jennifer Marie D. Clerk,
Carly Ann Dirks,
Danielle Ray Perkins,
Jordan Ryan Smith,
Blake Daniel Burkheimer,
Jennifer Ann Haley,
C.D. Mohammed Tangera,
Scott Edward Indress,
Heather Ruth McKinnon,
Alexandra Claire Hubbard,
Alan Conrad Hawks,
Brett David Stangley,
Shad Paul Prechtel,
Kevin Douglas Battle Jr.,
Najib Abushar,
Kaylee Joe Flogger,
Sarah Abdullah Tif Atani,
Kimberly Nicole Carr,
Scott Miller Newell,
Kelly Elizabeth Worden,
Elise Elaine Brissy,
Jamie Marie Anderson,
Brooke Marie Dornbush,
Catherine R. Momber,
Nicholas Joseph Schweitzer,
Jordan John Carey Weber,
Mohammed Ridha Al-Satrawi,
Melanie Renee Seaman,
Adam Gerbach Stoll,
Robert Arthur Roper,
Marcus Theodore Drusky,
Megan Michelle Foster,
Rima Marie Garib,
Jacqueline Leigh Holsom,
Haley Joe Tebas,
Joseph Dylan Thomas,
Lauren Elizabeth Witten,
Andrew Mark Boltona,
Eric William Stiras,
Stephen Mark DeMatt,
Casey John Verstrate,
Matthew Stephen Dykstra,
Ashley Gail James,
Karen Elizabeth Aku,
Kristen Claire Barden,
Amanda Kathleen Jarbo,
Elizabeth Lee Reynolds,
Brittany Marie McGuire,
Stacy Darlene Anaya,
Katie Jane DeCenzo,
Brianna Nicole Cummings,
Brittany Nicole Pack,
Brianna Angelica Brooks,
Shannon Renee Hillary,
Ryan Joseph McLatcher,
Sarah Elizabeth Chazet,
Scott Andrew Dykema,
Joshua Edmund Polona,
Keith Paul Sliwa,
Allison Kathleen Whipple,
Richard Louis Manza,
Marissa Abigail Ticknor,
Lauren May Hendel,
Andrew Gordon McLean,
Michael Dominic Marchetti,
Kyle Andrew Lee,
Brandon Scott Lee,
Matthew James Brenner,
Christopher Stephen Miller,
Michael C. Slifko,
Christian Amanda Zanstra,
Gracie Lauren Wiseman,
David Adam Veldeman,
Heather Marie Weber,
Charlene Erika Cunningham,
Samantha M. Shattuck,
Joel Allen Haleran,
Correa Louise Root,
Kylie Marie Deemer,
Jacob Franklin Zalad,
Lauren Elizabeth Munson,
Ariel Isabeau Rosales,
Lisa Van,
Rachel Lynn Fodell,
Darian Page Henschel,
Abby Jean Rodemer,
Abigail Elizabeth Rarick.
Ryan Bradley Colleen,
Marielle Elizabeth Gagnon.
Melanie Marie Cordero,
Janessa Brianne Proctor.
Ryan Matthew Siplick,
Robert Ryan Dupel.
Pamela Jean Picard,
Betsy Ann McKinnis.
Tracy Amanda Osterman,
Alonzo Eugene Demand.
Andrew Drury Aldrich,
Brian Tariq Mason.
China Joy Whitfield,
Kia Iman Green.
Chelsea Claire Mandel,
Aaron Andrew Four.
Sarah Ann Honk,
Stephanie Reynolds.
Sarah Elizabeth Tagg,
Amanda Courtney Perkins.
Kimberly Ann Myko,
Benjamin M. Plum.
Benjamin James Hoffman,
Paul Christopher Rarig.
Holly Grace Haddon,
Tammy Ong.
Michael Anthony Lopez,
Michael William Burkmeyer.
Matthew Scott Geiger,
Corey Martin Kane.
Joanna K. Denbeston,
Amy Joy Grassman.
Mary Elizabeth Kempa,
Brittany Marie Dauchi.
Dana Lee Kern,
Timothy Joseph Fair.
Alexandra Marie Hasso,
Lauren Nicole Boland.
Rachel K. Rhyme,
Mary Lynn Young.
Correa Ashley Panfill,
Joseph Wayne Slomiani.
Ryan Scott Cullo,
Kyle James Brunsma.
Weston Bruce Buchan,
Rachel Christine Felzon.
Stephen Wayne Robinson,
Jacob Kawela Jansen Yee.
Timothy Shamiloff,
Jennifer Ann Lamb.
Brian Michael Miara,
Jillian Faye Zernelt.
Timothy Carl Curtis,
Malasi M. Dubé.
Jill Melissa Doctor,
Nicholas Joseph Cusack.
Douglas Dang,
Isoki Masani Karamoko. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Seidman College of Business.
Will the Marshal please present the candidates from the College of Community and Public Service to receive their diplomas?
Sarah Jean Hernandez,
Carrie Lane Morgan,
Jacqueline Lee Rodriguez,
Michelle Andrea Klush,
Lindsay Michelle Trick,
Stephanie K. Wade,
Lauren Ray Otrowski,
Andrew Alexis Frederick,
Alexandria Corinne Washington,
Crystal Ann Cobb,
Kimberly Laura Greenless,
Jermaine Rab Shelton,
Kyle Brand Brinford,
Matthew Collins Clifford,
Melody LaRuth Schneider,
Marita Monique Sparks,
Jeanette K. Johnson,
Gladney Torres Perez,
Walton Leman Smith,
Monet Kawaun Smith,
Demetria Devon Hope Sneed,
Angel Claire Thierbach,
Catherine Johanna Rafferty,
Ariana Marie Herrera,
Elizabeth Ann Adams,
Olivia Annette Alvenschein,
Joseph Allen Corey,
Jeremy Michael Binder,
Jessica Lynn Lohman,
James Kenneth Harris, Sr.,
Heather Ann Mering,
Jessica Jean Ebner,
Ashley Alice Mercer,
Brianna Lynn Bowerman,
Rachel Lauren Irvin,
Tyler Allen Golombiski,
Ryan James Yakamoff,
Chesley Lynn Ruhr,
Kyle Robert Fry,
Shay Rhiannon Tovey,
Carly Lene Bennett,
Justin Scott Majeski,
Chad Alden Brokeis,
Kelsey Marie Reimink,
Thomas John Pierce,
Sandra Alicia Barcenas,
Joshua David Fry,
Andres Ignacio Rodriguez,
Ashley Monique Martin,
Adam J. Fillenworth,
Haley Marie Bradley,
Kaylee Marie Fesenfeld,
Abigail Marie Higgins,
Micah Allen Van Regenmorter,
April Morel Erickson,
Jacqueline Page Boroff,
Luke William Fritz,
Andrew Jack Reeder,
Derek Anthony Parrish,
Robert Gerald Anton,
Jordan Scott Basor,
Justin Dennis Axtell,
Kelsey Lynn Adams,
Matthew Ryan Allman,
Joshua Alfred Godfrey,
Sarah Elizabeth Hagan,
Shayna Helen Thum,
DeAndrea Jean Bisbee,
Tonya Lynn Arnson,
Emily K. Kuhlman,
Tori Dean Booter,
James Raymond Andres,
Matthew G. Harriman,
Kyle Anthony Mim,
Brian Michael O'Neill,
Ryan Matthew Rasikas,
Nicholas Christian Olinzak,
Carlos Andre Perez,
J.C. Ann Fountain,
Courtney Lynn Weaver,
Nicole Teresa Tracy,
Heather Marie Quant,
Anna Lynn Schrotenberg,
Anna Sioma Galloway,
Eric Allen Schulten,
Scott Andrew Woodfill,
Daniel J. Hatch,
Rocco Paul DePiro,
Samantha Ann Mazigis,
Anna Brittany Yoshus,
Kristen Anna Gallant,
Robin Marie DeQ,
Amy L. Simpson,
Caitlin Marie Vielhober,
Mary Hopkins McCormick,
Kristen Elizabeth Van Os,
Leslie King Borrego,
Raushana Chanel Brewer,
Angela Faye Anderson,
Chad Randall Waite,
Valerie Monica Phillips,
Jennifer Elaine Dellinger,
Rachel Rebecca Platt,
Nicole Therese Barnes,
Laura Kathleen George,
Emily Flora Westrick,
Laura Cho Anderson,
Lindsay Marie McKinnon,
Megan Lee Pesey,
Danielle May Malberg,
Shannon Danielle Grivats,
Marisa Nadine Reginaldo,
Samantha Ann McKenzie,
Jewel Elizabeth Washington Bozeman,
Crystal L. Garrett,
Sheila Ray Taylor,
Barbara Ann Hackett,
Christina A. Johnson,
Jacob Henry Galindez,
Brandy Marie Hahn,
Kristen Marie Byers,
Melissa Leanne Ellis,
Jenna Michelle Paparella,
Jennifer Lynn Walma,
Sarah Ann Sawyers,
Tabitha Lynn Baller,
Emily Lynn Morningstar,
Jacqueline R. Schwan,
Angelina Marie Leone,
Kelsey Joy Schlicker,
Brittany Real Royce,
Margaret Christine Fuld,
Emily Claire Herbal,
Adam Jonathan Baker,
Adam John William Simpson,
Christopher Eric Byer,
Robert James Bianchi,
Brent Scott Bauer,
Ashley Rita Reyes Velez,
Heather Carol Jezierski,
Stephana Nicole Smith,
Claire Nicole Kozanki,
Annie Marie Pounders,
Kimberly Marie Carvajal,
Olivia Susan Ozentowski,
Christy Marie Zarnecki,
Weshette Kim,
Paula Elizabeth Curetolo,
Sarah Elizabeth Parsons,
Alexa Joy McNeese,
Chanel Andrea Selesky Leader,
Caitlin Jean Gormley,
Alexandria Lynn Lucente,
Angela Marie Legeo,
Mallory Ann Walters,
Gory Jones McGuire,
Megan Nicole Anderson,
Cecine Martina Silawa,
Erica Yvonne Ellis,
Chadwick Lewis Robinson,
Stephen Thomas Massaway,
Thomas Spencer Albers,
Michael Stephen Miller,
Lauren Elizabeth Gray,
Patricia Ann Bowen,
Erin Elizabeth Beckman,
Ashley A. Fields,
Lauren Michelle Ambrose,
Jenna Lee Collins,
Lindsay Marie Schmidt,
Ashley Marilyn Satterfield,
Bethany Elise Day,
Jennifer Nicole Nicky,
Christopher Paul Herzog,
Michael Peter Aldini,
Kyle William Morris,
Jesus Adriana Bedolla,
Megan Elisa Miller,
Tracy Nicole Davis,
Janice Maria Robertson,
Leela Ann DeSouza,
Jill Marie Justin,
Erin Christine Welch,
Krista Camille Pauline,
Allison Lindsay Bull,
Allison Marie Takens,
Anna Kimberly Wismer,
Carolyn Vanderweer,
Kaylee Meredith Lawrence,
Nathan John Van Dam,
Tasha Marie Broy,
Brady Claire Sheehan,
Jillian Kayla Groth,
Christine Ann Deppen,
Melissa Marie Casalina,
Brittany Michelle Mesdaw,
Ashley Marie Lopez,
Stephanie Jane Van Overen,
Jennifer Diane De Gloper,
Leonard James Skiles,
Brianka Vaughn,
Jenna Suzanne Lee,
Hillary Rima Larman,
Augustina May Barr,
Samantha Jean Cecil,
Christy Nathalie Ruakagya,
Emilio Richard Samariepa,
Angelica Fourier,
Kelsey Rand Foco,
Kristen Renee Smolinski,
Melissa Sue Warners,
Erin Kathleen Partridge,
Brianne Rose Weber,
Marie Elizabeth Rappin,
Lindsay Marie Sage,
Christina Marie Daza,
Matthew Stephen Ross,
Keely Lynn Schulte,
Brittany Nicole Wright,
Kayla Ann Dean,
Catherine Irene Costo,
Rachel Michelle Olson,
Sarah Elizabeth Neusmer,
Diana Osipoff,
Troy Richard Snyder,
Lindsay Jane Lanaville,
Damika Marie Kuzik, Vanessa Viola Vasquez,
Jackson Connor Price,
Michelle Christine Devine,
Matthew Shomataro Hayden,
Michael George Vasilowski,
Emily Ann Faust,
Samantha Lauren Walters,
Lorenzo Maurice Johnson,
Sarah Christine Pugh,
Jennifer June Keach,
James Nicholas Doran,
Amanda K. Remink,
Tracy K. Brady,
Kayla Joy Meyer,
Marsha Grace Van Dyke,
Jessica Lynn Marshall,
Kelly Ray Simon,
Adrienne Bentley,
Seth Andrew Philtoft,
Jillian Nicole Buer,
Aaron Lee Farrell,
Kristen Marie Forstner,
Jeffrey Thomas Bruff,
Kyle Michael Vanderhoff,
Victoria Lynn Johnson,
Clover Lynn Kipp,
Lisa Marie Hoxie,
Rebecca Ann Cross,
Amanda Ray Sieb,
Allison Lucille Welker,
Ellen Virginia Rhine,
Zachary Carl Verwey,
Timothy Wade Potts,
Aaron Scott Tubergen,
Jordan Jacobs Beamers,
LaShawn Aura D. Hawkins,
Delicia Kara Green,
Cameron Lawrence Bradford,
Carlos Michael Clark II,
Thomas John Baltima II,
Garrett Dean Imhoff,
Sage Nicole Converse,
Tiffany Lee Green,
Ross Elliott Hammond,
Christina Ann Jelsma,
Marcus Thomas Allen,
Nicole Jung Rushman,
Caitlin Elizabeth Tappy,
William Claire Bowen,
Craig Allen Eby Jr.,
Tyler Van Dosselar,
Carmen Ray Fillmore,
Jack Timothy Pipon,
Shaylin Mike Michelle Lowe,
April Lynn Harrell,
Jennifer Lorraine Hamilton,
Megan Christine Martins,
Jessica Ann Blanky,
Ashley K. Allen,
Kyle William Valentine,
Jessica Chandler,
Nakita Lenice Harris,
Ashley S. Stovall,
Shanae Lecole Terrell,
Tila Monet Louise Aldridge,
Cassandra Lee Mossman,
Bria Anna Kira Johnson,
Salam Debasing Mogos,
Shannon Lene Helton,
Krison Huang Win,
Robert Martin McFletcher,
John Christopher Godey,
Heather Ashley Crevier,
John W. Coomer,
Haley Brooke Wieland,
Amanda Irene Blakely,
Elizabeth Joy Coston,
Brian Christopher Early,
Kelsey Brooke Amon,
Maria Louise Ahern,
Michael A. Wingo,
Brianna Imari King,
Noel C. Green,
Anjabi Ophir Amarillo,
Brittany Desi Ray Taylor,
Justin Lee Stevens,
Evadne Kiko Nakamura,
Jessica R. Young,
Kevin Patrick Gavigan,
Elizabeth Ann Covisto,
Amy Louise Poole,
Simon Chop Luke,
Erin Catherine Redmond,
Maria Janeth Lara,
Denise Ann Webb,
Martine Elizabeth Stedman,
Gina Marie Richardson,
Tiffany Lynn Bolts, Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Community and Public Services.
Will the marshals please present the candidates from the Seymour and Esther Padnos College of Engineering and Computing to receive their diplomas?
Felicia Lynn Soulier.
Michael John Schmidtke.
Christopher Todd Seckler.
Joseph Robert Fox.
Nicholas True Emplum.
Ty William Bross.
Jeremy John Times.
Nicholas Gabriel Callahan.
Jared Ryan Bartz.
Christopher James Robb.
Jeffrey Amos Moeller.
Derek Michael Van Overloop.
Stephen Andrew Hall.
Kenneth William Spicer.
Benjamin John Rao.
Michael David Flatt.
Callie Shea O'Brien.
Stephen C. Phyllis.
Tyler Ross Kelsey.
Leah Christine Piersma.
Jacob Willard Scott.
Tyler Randall Fish.
Daniel Thomas Makita.
Matthew Robert McCarrick.
Jared Schuyler Dixon.
David Michael Hotland.
Fee Thon Dow.
Christopher Michael Farber.
Christopher Allen Brinks.
William Cody Cobb.
Kelly April Cobb.
Brian James Eldridge.
John Jacob Hall.
Benjamin Cosimo Hunt.
Daniel David Bruder.
Brent Francis Welzer.
Tyler Mark William Tans.
Gregory Allen Nowak.
David Philip Benke.
Benjamin Scott Thomas.
Daniel Garcia.
Derek Fabella Bross.
Ryan James Masselink.
Daniel Joseph Soberall.
Alex Keith Maxwell.
Justin Randall Patterman.
Julie Ann Kim.
Michelle Lynn Heisinger.
Eric Michael Hepler.
Matthew Christopher Stieber.
Carl Hans Heidemann.
Michael John Ritzema.
Adam Peter DeVries.
Michael Lee Kraft.
Robert Lee Pickard.
Michael Edward Pruss.
Alex William Lipinski.
Timothy Randall Deemer.
Nicholas Eric Butcher.
Jason Anthony Berg.
James Robert Albright.
Harry Jess Mosher III. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the Seymour and Esther Padnos College of Engineering and Computing.
Will the marshal now present the candidates from the College of Health Professions to receive their diplomas?
Amanda A. Heinrich.
Tori J. Peglow.
Marissa Lee Derrick.
Andrew Stephen Bosick.
Cassandra Joe Beamer.
Jennifer Lee Prulidge.
Adam James Schilling.
Justin Paul Sluzarzik.
Jennifer Lynn Marks.
Donna Marie Pisacreta.
Daniel Robert Thomas.
Stephanie Nicole Zizzo.
Jessica Maria Perez.
Thomas Lee Schlubatis.
Lane Brittany Fowler.
Danielle Marie Devine.
Michelle Alicia Devereaux.
Michelle Lane Obrecht.
Nicole Marie Hamina.
Carton McKinley Allen.
Travis John Marietta.
Robert David Ford.
Ashley Michelle Pendleton.
Kellen Francis Donahue.
Lauren Amanda Thomas.
Benjamin D. Abel.
Kevin Joseph Decker.
John David Steenland.
Samantha Ray DeJarnis.
Nicole E. Hindenach.
Patrick William Laug.
Kyle Thomas Dara.
Amber May Terpstra.
Stephanie Marie Schultz.
Elizabeth Ann Fineweaver.
Nina Lee Forrester.
Margarita A. Elliott.
Kaylee Jean Doring.
Catherine Michelle Bushery.
Megan Nancy Milliron.
Melissa Marie Berry.
Kelsey Ann O'Donnell,
Michelle Joanne Champlin,
Nicole Marie Whiteford,
Joy Renee Van Baskat,
Amanda Carter,
Jessica Ray Scheidel,
Sarah Elizabeth Pankow,
Molly Elizabeth Graff,
Jill Renee Patterson,
Ashley Marie Yoder,
Amanda Catherine Nodo,
Allison Laura Gaskell,
Nicholas John Paul George,
Elizabeth Louise Sherback,
Mallory Marie Ferguson,
Thomas James Stouffer,
Kelly Ann Weir,
Jordan James Nardi,
Matthew David Casterline, Andrew Blake Bergmusser,
Ashley Joan Smith,
Aubrey Lynn Weitenheimer,
Kaylee Louise Kiefer,
Amanda Mary Diacono,
Chelsea Brooke Vincent,
Melissa Ashley Mora,
Zachary David Chandler,
Eric Scott Broadworth,
Katie Lynn Hillman,
Mary Catherine Domagalski,
Nicole Elizabeth Richmond,
Ashley Marie Whitley,
Rebecca Nicole Terry,
Kaylee Joe Patterson,
Ashley Elizabeth Bain,
Stacy Ann Boersma,
Kara Elizabeth Fitzgerald,
George Michael Nikopoulos,
Kelsey Ann Zook,
Letitia Perry Grant,
Holly Jean House,
Jolie Ann Woltheis,
Kayla Therese Lorline,
Laura Francis Zadorsky,
Jenna Lynn Volink,
Amanda Rose Reese,
Stephanie Michelle Roberts,
Peter Daniel McCrary,
Caitlin Marie McDowell,
Bryce Robert Jenkins,
Kirsten Gail Cabinta Lundy,
Amanda Villa,
Brittany Shanice Fernandez Vaughn,
Ashley Ann Vandentoorn,
Lindsay Marie Brochu,
Lindsay Judith Fuller,
Daryl Ann Trout,
Christopher Justin LaFair,
Danielle Bennett,
Stuart M. Burkos,
Maureen Holmes Wood,
Jeffrey George Yurkush,
Amanda K. Lutz,
Justin Matthew Walter,
Chiquita Arnett Hudson,
Tiffany Maria Nix,
Stephanie Ehring Huntington,
India Reyes Stanford,
Megan Latrice Goodman,
Tyler Robert Bearwolf,
Holly Lynn Salanka,
Callie Lynn Königsknecht,
Stephanie Rachel Buckley,
Marcella Vianney Diaz,
Andrea Marie Huey,
Sarah Ashley Murray,
Anne Elizabeth Perkins,
Amy Marie Meyer,
Jennifer Lynn Keefe,
Aaron Lee Wallach,
Erin Marie Meehan,
Linda Lee Nguyen,
Megan Frances Springstead,
Tessa June Rolenhagen,
Lauren Wunderlich Torlo,
Brian John Van Houten,
Lillian Adair Schaefer,
Kirsten Ann Mayu,
Jennifer Marie Golder,
Gina Marie Doman,
Michael Stephen Sheehan,
Stacy Lynn Miller,
Elise McKenna Kane,
Kelly Marie Byerly,
Jared Edward Evans,
Kathleen Jean Saroglia,
Sarah Elizabeth Woodwick,
Kelly Nicole Conley,
Karen Nicole Sergiuson,
Carrie Lynn Klein,
Kelly Ann Pepin,
Winky Cheng,
Sarah Diane Stowicki,
Ashley Megan Nakowski,
April Lynn Jorgensen,
Amanda Christine Heron,
Rebecca Ann Souter,
Adam Paul Gray,
Brett Philip Jacobs,
Eric John Cruz,
Brittany Ray DeWitt,
Mary Elizabeth Alice,
Shaylee Ann Hathaway,
Sandy Ung,
Kayla Marie Snugaleski,
Lindsay Denise Johnson,
Christina Ann Kentoff,
Megan Elizabeth Clements,
Taylor Kristen Perry,
Kaylee Marie Oppenheisen,
Sophia Marie Sanchez,
Susana Villagomez Barajas,
Asha Linnell Moore,
Jeremy James Kopf,
Lynetta Marie Riley,
Amy Tu Tran,
Rebecca Ray Rogers,
Rebecca Lynn Salter,
Sarah Ann Axdorf,
Bridget Ann Flynn,
Sunny Yahik,
LaRue Evu,
Thomas Milliken Beebe,
Dean Stephen Waldron,
Dominique LaFlora Bradshaw,
Tina Marie Churko,
Megan Marie Nadolny,
Bethany Marie Giseler,
Brianna Helen Ferguson,
Susanna Marie Moni,
Jill Marie Haskey,
Kayla Janine Jaltima,
Samantha K. Resendez,
Lauren Elizabeth Armstrong,
Angela Dawn Parsons,
Ashley Lynn Horton,
Amy Ann Kim Aoki,
Erica Lynn Stoicky. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the College of Health Professions.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to receive their diplomas?
Kaylee Brooke Yonker,
Catherine Susan Cobbett,
Alyssa Sarah Lopez,
Danielle Marie Holmes,
Julian Alroth Dormitzer,
Health William Biller,
Joseph Charles Elul,
Iyaka Yajima,
Laura Ann Potter,
Caitlin Ann Bejama,
Ashley Marie Randolph,
Jillian Lee Colbert,
Daniel J. DeYoung,
Heather Lynn Warden,
Amanda Marie Donlin,
Jamie Marie Farragon,
Amber Sue Childress,
Elizabeth Ann Kretunsky,
Emily Grace Bobbledyke,
Dana Nicole Cook,
Stacy May Hagan,
Ashley Marie Bigard,
David John Rich,
Corey Allen Eastway,
Kelly Erin Mundriad,
Jill Marie DeLue,
Jessica Ann Baca,
Catherine Elizabeth Childs,
Stephen James Carpenter,
Kate Marie Fry,
Emily J. Green,
Megan Joy Osterink,
Devin Caroline Newman,
Alicia Rochelle Wallace,
Sarah Ann Carmona,
Blanca Gabriela Alvarez,
Sarah Jean Sherry,
Molly Bridget McCarthy,
Richard Allen Zebor,
Lorraine Christine Turmel,
Laura Catherine Duchaney,
Lisa J. M. Walker,
Brooke Renee Van Hoven,
Penny Lynn Berger,
Sheila Marie Keller,
Susanna Catherine Lebra,
Kirsten Lisa Basor,
Kurt Stephen Binder,
Aaron Thomas Meisner,
Michelle Christine Lindberg,
Paula Lorene Vanderboon,
Rachel Ann Lossing,
Warapon Cywing,
Kelly Ann Gormley,
Mary Ellen Peck,
Amanda L. Mugias,
Sarah Marie Pilgrim,
Lauren Ann Ljungqvist,
Caitlin Marie Downey,
Kaylee Marie Scafidi,
Jenna Rose Martins,
Catherine Ann Borum,
Bridget Frances Deming,
Catherine Sarah Durga,
Bethany Lynn Bewer,
Brooke Daniel McHenry,
Brittany Elise Kanuski,
Jason Lee Skipper,
Joseph Lee Van Overloop,
Michelle Kristen Shamansky,
Catherine Mary Stewart,
Cheryl Ann Beaucamp,
Lindsay Jean Grola,
Jenna L. Mitchell,
Erin Christine Dick,
Megan Jean Hessling,
Laurel Christine Jameson,
Kristen Elise Myers,
Frances Grace Stafford,
Daniel Walter Fisher,
Lee Ann Fries Augustine,
Amber Joy Makma. Please join me in congratulating graduates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
I would like to ask that all of the people who just received baccalaureate degrees please rise. would like to invite you to participate in a time-honored academic tradition. At this time, to signify your new status as college graduates, please take your tassel from the left side of your mortarboard and move it to the right. And congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite everyone to rise and to invite Robert McFletcher to return to our stage for the singing of the Grand Valley State University alma mater. Will all of you who are able please rise?
Our faith to you. Keep your banners flying, black and white and blue. We sing to the Grand Valley, united we're for you.
Again, congratulations to Dr. Robert Thompson, Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, and our graduates. Thank you to the friends and family who have joined us here today for these commencement celebrations. And with that, the commencement proceedings are concluded. Please remain at your places while the platform party, faculty, and graduates recess.